Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Golden Lab. Last we left off. P1, P3 in Autodromo Gran Lago after an absolute catastrophic start from Tristan, bringing him 15 points away from his teammate in the championship with 3 races to go. The team standings are, yeah, we've got a penalty, but still almost double the points of the Izzolini. And, I mean, we're not out of the woods yet, but it seems like the champion is more likely than not going to be a night driver. So, let's go to the garage. We got plenty of money. We got one of the chassis taken away from us, so we need to give Tristan a new one. And that's good because he was pretty beat up anyway. So, let's see what we can do. 2,000. Ooh, gee, that is a good chassis. It is a very good chassis. Well, in exchange, I will spend 9 of my $29, which is still a very lot of money, to fix Bauer's car. There you go. Bit better. I mean, Tristan's car is a bit beat up, but he's handy, so the reliability improves. Yeah, what a chassis. Shame it's not going to be that useful. Lordzy is a pretty short track. I mean, there's a pretty big pieces of straights, I guess. Although, knowing my luck, it's going to be raining. For sure. Well, one way to find out. Yeah, I mean, it was a wet weather track, so... Ralph Hamburger partied. And Dussel as well. And Alvarez feels invigorated. Alright. Oh, it's gonna be wet, but not enough for inters, meaning a certain resident South African will be incredibly happy about this weather, especially considering it's gonna be the case at the end of the session as well. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Lupinbauer way ahead of... Nope, Moretti deciding that he's having none of that nonsense. Alright, it's a pretty fast, flowy track. So what? Chassis? I mean, it's... being quick on the straight would be nice for once. Yeah, sure. Chassis it is. As for you, you already have an excellent chassis. Maybe engine? Nah. Chassis. Oh, plus 16. Groovy. That wasn't groovy, though. Well, at least Mark is still underperforming. Wait, where is Woods? Oh, did he get stuck behind someone? That doesn't look like a Paul Woods performance to me. Alright, Tristan is in the zone. Show me purple. And he sure is. Full on purple. Bauer goes faster, but not faster than Moretti. Interesting. Yeah, the pit lane is insanely short in here. Ugh. 58 after 2 tuning sessions. Not fantastic. And 56 either. Okay. Alright, with a relatively short lap, we may see a lot of tuning. We may see a golden tune, I guess. A triple tune, even. Well, I damn hope we're going to see a golden tune. Improvements for both, but... No, not for Loop, actually. Bauer improved, but not enough, and Moretti is flying. This championship isn't over. Okay, and now it's kind of twisty. I'm gonna go with steering. It's very twisty. It's not that slow. Oh, that was good tuning. I mean, we're probably getting 2 double gold, unless there's a massive red flag. I just jinxed it. Oh well, we are in the middle of traffic. Yeah. Now who's improved? but I really threw the cars in at the worst possible time. Well done. I mean, it's not like that time matters in and of itself anyway. It just makes it gain a few seconds to come back to the pits faster. What is gonna matter will be the final few runs. Alright, soon halfway through the session. Stop leaving the pits as I do. Stuck behind Woods and Rodriguez, I understand. Being stuck behind Rodriguez is bad, we know how slow he is. And Woods goes faster, yeah, okay. I'm not concerned yet. Maybe I should be. Kind of annoying that we are the first box in the second after Rizzolini. So we can't really anticipate what the others are gonna. Okay, we have a bit of free track at least ahead of us, and Loop immediately says he can't focus on that lap. He is going faster though. Well, because we haven't set a good lap in like 3 outings. So P2, P3 is not the worst, but we really ought to do better. And that's a double gold, and on our way to the triple. It's gonna be tight, but it always is. Oh wow, you really got stuck behind La Framboise, huh? La Framboise. Funny name in French. And we waste 2 points, damn it. Literally means the raspberry. Okay, free track for Bauer, and Loop is in the zone, so he overtakes Rinaldi on the straight and goes fastest by a full second. Very good lap, Tristan. You may very well keep this one. Although the track is getting wetter, the world in which Bauer becomes suddenly lightning quick. Another 2 points down the drain, damn it. Yeah, there's a world where Bauer, being both a Rainmeister and having a crew chief that makes us better with the dry tires in the rain. Oh, no, not quite, but there's still gonna be one outing. A very good session. The others are not going as quick. Moretti did not improve. That is very, very good news for us. Not quite the triple gold. Alright, Bauer, immediately go out and hope we don't get bogged down in traffic. There's not much I can do to anticipate the others leaving their pit box in front of me. Damn it. Well, great news that Moretti is stuck as well, but we're behind Larousse. Oh no, he's on a flying lap. We're on an out lap. And so is Moretti. L'Alba is on his... okay. I mean, yeah. Oh, you can't focus anyway. Yeah, never mind. Probably not going to improve then. As for Tristan, Moretti is improving, but how is he improving while being stuck and having to do overtakes? He improves, but not enough. An insufficient improvement. While Loop does improve himself, and that is going to be it for this quali, and we secure the 1-2. Okay, Tristan, I did say you were going to keep that lap, but you actually improved upon it. Very well done. You know, Tristan is really trying to make Bauer work for that championship title. Ooh, and the two LeBron with the exact same time, but Lovera having set it first goes fastest. Torrential rain, rainy, and then overcast is gonna be full wet the whole day. Yeah. I mean, it may oh no, we can start in inters. Yeah. But it's gonna degrade very quickly. Do we start on inters? try to create a gap and then box. The pit lane is incredibly short and we have a very quick crew. So maybe we do that with one of our drivers, starting on inters and burning them. And the other starts on wets. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have Tristan go for the inters and quick stop. And Bauer goes for wets. Sure. I wonder what the AI is going to do. I think they're all going to start on wets. Yeah. Well, let's hope I didn't bin it for a loop. Ralph Hamburger partied too hard again. Ralph, you have a drinking problem. I'm sorry to say it. Okay, don't get bogged down. You're on inters. You're in the zone. You need to make a getaway. Wow, Villalba. What is Villalba doing in P5? Okay, Moretti was not having none of that. Moretti was like, yo, what? No. Okay, I need to be very careful with stress management. It's going to be a big deal. A big duel. Bauer's in the zone this time. Okay. Try to catch up to Tristan, but don't take too many risks. Moretti is in P5 behind Larousse. That is very good for us. The more points we get from Moretti, the better. Okay, chill a bit. Dive in going faster. Yeah, I think wets were the play. I mean, I'm gonna tell Tristan to push like crazy, but it seems that Bauer is already faster. I mean, if both are faster, I don't mind. It's good for us. We're already 5 seconds clear of a levy mark, and Moretti is going nowhere fast. But yeah, we need Tristan to use his tires at the top of what they can give us. Give him. There you go. Try to create that gap. Oh, that is a blessing. Oh, baby. Thank you, Shikinami. I mean, we that gave us 11 seconds to Larousse. That came maybe one lap too early, but oh, you binned it on the straight on your own. Did you apply the power too early? Yeah, that was, I mean, okay, in between the Azzolini, making a loop sandwich, which is weird because a loop is a magnifying glass in French, so that would be a very weird sandwich. But at least we'll have fresher tires, I guess. We'll have 5 lap fresher wet tires. Will it play into anything? I'm not sure, but now we can speed through that yellow. Should have waited a couple laps. And full beans on restart, and Loop immediately making the better of Mark through his better tires and better pushing, and both my drivers are in the zone. Okay. So Tristan seemingly not too bothered by that extra pit stop. Although he is having trouble overtaking Gabriel Larousse, his fellow Frenchman. Okay, Bauer is in the zone again. Tristan is getting dangerously close to being stressed. I mean, we tried something, right? We tried starting on inters and creating a gap, and didn't really work, but had to try it out. There was a world in which it turned out. And nothing's done, right? But Tristan being bogged down behind Larousse is not ideal for his chances. Although Bauer is going to reach traffic pretty damn soon, unless we start to see people boxing, which I think is a bit early. Can't focus yet. Tristan is settling down here. He had a mega restart, but he's settling down behind Larousse. He's not getting bogged down anymore. And Larousse is hunting Bauer. I mean, he is pushing on fuel, but... So yeah, it's too early for the full beans. Wow, Larousse is Bauer's rear wing. He is pushing like crazy. And Bauer being stuck in traffic is not helping his case, but I don't mind. I don't mind Larousse burning his fuel and his tires to catch up. Very strong performance from the Frenchman, though. And talking of Frenchmen, our resident one, it is having a good time. Resident freshman. Oh. So that scared at least one of you. And Tristan is in the zone again. Got a slow pit stop for Roxenvist and Vonheim. And now Tristan is in the back of Larousse, who is in the back of Bauer, who's kind of backing them up. And I use the word back way too often. Bauer is in the zone. Okay, make some distance. And despite Loop saying, I can't focus, he overtakes Larousse for P2 and is now right at the back of Bauer, who's having a good lap, but on 5 lap pressure tires. And that Strat seems to be doing something. Oh, but Bauer is in the zone again. Okay, Tristan, you're gonna have to push a bit. I don't want you to be under threat of Gabriel Larousse. And oh, that weather pattern is interesting. Oh, Bauer's in the zone again. The man saw Tristan in his mirrors and it was like, yeah, not happening. Okay, that weather pattern is very interesting because we could go for an early box for Bauer. Yeah, he can't make his wets last until it goes back to inter territory, I think. So maybe it's time to box Bauer. Next lap, I think I'm pitting Bauer. Get a fresh set of wets, get into them, while Tristan will extend his stint to try to reach Inter's territory. I think that's the strat. Okay, you're boxing for a fresh set of wets. Tristan is in the zone. Okay. Time to full push. How's the fuel? Not quite at the full push fuel level, but soon. It will be good to shake up Larousse. Levimark dropped off from Woods, but it seems that's the trend the season manifested. A weird word to use there. Okay, solid stop for Bauer, who goes back in front of Moretti on a brand new set of wet tires, and now he can really push on those wets. Unlike Tristan, who is gonna have to manage them a bit, yeah, Bauer can really get in those wets and push as much as he needs. Although not when he can't focus. Do you think the AI is trying to extend their wets until Inter's territory? Because I don't think that's no, that they're still pushing there. We should start seeing AI box to some extent. Loop can't focus, and Bauer gets overtaken by Moretti. Okay, full beans, my friend. You got brand new tires. He's got shredded rubber. In the meantime, Larousse is catching up to Tristan, but their tires will not last. There, yeah, he boxed. Basically, I'm gonna be full pushing with Bauer every time he is not stressed. While with Tristan, it may just be the opposite. Well, not the opposite, but I'm gonna keep it calm, cool, and collected, let's say. Until maybe even do some tire saving, which you guys know I'm not really fond of that. But if there's a time to do it, it may just be now, while Moretti is stuck behind us. I'm gonna be stuck for very long at this rate, but yeah, backing him up is... Look, it's not unfair. It's not even for team reasons, really. Because it's backing a Bauer as well. It's really for in Tristan's better interest. It would be Moretti, I would have dived into the pits at this point. He just doesn't want... Okay, no, if you can't focus on top of... No, I can't have you... Although Bauer is supposed to be full pushing on his tires, and right now he is not doing that. So let's have him do that. It is impeding Bauer's race a bit, but and not anymore. Okay, Tristan is in the zone, full push. You guys can both full push, and Moretti is the first to get on Inters. Is it time? It's tad early. That's good news for Tristan Loop, because it means that soon he will be able to get a fresh set of Inters. And Bauer could not take the advantage over Loop, who gets the fastest lap, nothing, no less. I could tell Loop to get out of the way of Bauer, so that Bauer can use his wet tires before having to switch back to Inters, but I'm not going to. It's a race. Blackberry rules are back in full motion. If you can't overtake him, then it's on you, bud. Now, it is playing in Laroux's hands, but... Okay, couple more laps to go on these wets for Tristan. Yeah, please manage them. I don't want to have a puncture. And there's basically nothing left on these tires. Meantime, Bauer, I feel like pushing. I mean, the Inters at the start, the bet of Inters at the start was good, but Jesus, the AI must be running on... They've all stopped. Okay. And despite Tristan taking it incredibly easy, Bauer just can't get past. That's on you, bud. Okay, time for brand new Inters. We're probably not trying... Oh dear. Rodriguez. Oh no. Well, free pit stop for Tristan, I guess, and everybody else, really, but... Okay, I know I was trash-talking Rodriguez earlier, but... No, Carlos, I hope he's gonna be okay. The track's running out, these wet tires are going to fall apart. I want to pit and change tires. Yeah, sure, Rodriguez, granted your wish. Fix the car and go on Inters, and we may even end the race on softs. Well, free car repairs, I guess. Well, new start. So all the strategy we did was for nothing, because this is exactly the order we were in at the beginning of the race. And everybody's going to be on the same tires. So that whole strategy, pro strat of starting on Inters, etc., meant nothing. Oh well. Alright, 2-1, and away we go once more in... Okay, Bauer's in the zone and gets overtaken left, right, and center. When Luke can't focus, but is still leading. You're in P8, Bauer. You're in the zone. Okay, now P6. Now... Oh, wait, there's lapped cars. Oh no, there's the lap nonsense. Okay, we only have 7 drivers in contention. You can't focus. Okay. Okay, well, at least we're in front of the Izzolini. Moretti having a mare and being in P7. Anything from P8 beyond is lapped, so it doesn't matter. But Bauer, you're in the zone, and okay, you overtake Larousse, and you overtook Woods in the next corner. But it's looking good for Tristan Loop suddenly. Well, it was already looking good for Tristan Loop. His offset strategy was working really well for him. And we're not going to be using these Inters until the end of the race, so we can do a bit of full beans. Oh, both of you can't focus. Well, no beans. Oh, taking the golden lap. If Tristan manages to get the golden lap and finish first, he will have the Grand Slam, but at this point it's becoming a running gag. The 2 Waylands are solidly ahead of the 2 Izzolini, and it's almost poetic, you know, the Team Knight, Team Wayland, Izzolini, and suddenly you got Ryan breaking the flow, but yeah, it's kind of tells the story. We have the better car. And Bauer does not, like, he's in the zone again. He just cannot make it past Tristan Loop. Maybe he's afraid of making contact with his teammate and Bo's binning it. It's not a thing in this game, but that would actually be interesting, you know? A driver either having a spin, so just losing some time, and in the zone for the 3rd lap in the row. Whoa. Yeah, it would be interesting to have maybe a spin, so just... nothing happens, you just stay stuck for a few seconds. or maybe an incident that takes out 2 cars, because right now it's only ever 1 car bidding, and Bauer goes faster, finally overtakes Loop, but has a bad lap. So Loop is going to stay on his rear wing. The situations are reversed. Larousse, oh, we got some mix up in the back, and both of them are in the zone, so full beans, and we're gonna have to cover any undercut from behind. We're still not in dry tires territory, but it's gonna be coming quickly with 18 giant vacuum cleaners going around the track at 300 kilometers an hour. The water is gonna get pushed away. It's still overcast, it's drying slowly, but not that slowly. Yeah, soft. It will be soft for everyone at the end of the race. There could be soft tires for everyone. They start in the zone. Let's see if he has as many troubles overtaking his teammate as his teammate does. Oh, that sentence ended up weird, did it? No, it seems dirty air in the S's really makes it difficult to follow a car. Not a thing, but I'm role-playing. Although Tristan does get the golden lap on his latest effort. It is not over until it is over. Now it's Bauer's turn to full beans. Although Tristan can do it as well, because we're about to get rid of this rubber for a fresher, softer compound. Bauer goes fastest. It's you, me kind of business for the fastest lap, and they're just cutting through traffic. 17 seconds ahead of Larousse. I think we're safe from any attempt at an undercut. Or overcut, or any cut. Ooh, yeah, we're finishing on softs. And that's where we'll be the quickest, not only because the track will have the most grip, the less water, but also thanks to our crew chief. Or is it our chief? No, it's our crew chief that makes us faster in the wet. Loop can't focus. Aye, aye, aye. Now, the pit duration, any tenth difference between those two could make the championship swing one way or another. Riveting. Oh, and Tristan is in the zone. Alright, if you want to overtake, feel free to. I'm not gonna give you guys any present. I'm gonna let you fight it out. Tristan is very close. Are we gonna see a dive bomb in the last corner? Yes, Tristan overtakes his teammate, who is now in the zone himself, so can try to fight back for his position. It's a very good battle. In the lead of the race, we are 17 seconds ahead of Moretti, who does get the fastest lap, though. And we are almost at the crossover point for soft tires. It's going to be a shootout at the end of the race for soft tires. Or maybe they just will not pit and we'll have to limp on the finish line with our inters. If they AI pits, I pit. If they don't, well, I don't. Which means I have to tell them to stop pushing like crazy. But Power, it took the better off Loop once more. Loop is in the zone. I'm gonna tell him to push to try to stay with. Okay, we're starting to see some of the AI pit, but Moretti is who we need to be mindful of. And nope, he is not pitting. He is very good on his tires. We may have to tell our drivers to slow the pace down and try to make these inters last until the end. And I don't want to do that. But really, Moretti has our destiny in his hands. Ah, shoo. Funny how we are leading the race, but wait a second. What am I saying? If we box now, can Moretti... Are we gonna end up behind Moretti? And even if we do, like... we should have the pace on brand new softs to catch up with him on brand new inters. We need to pit both our drivers this lap. Like, it's now or never, rather than trying to limp to the finish line. Yeah, we had the gap. It's a very short track. Okay. Oh, am I happy I made the decision? And now it's full beans until the end days. Okay, I almost ring that for me by not being decisive enough. But there's no hesitating here. We had the gap. We had a very good crew. Our chances of binning it were quite low, and we're gonna get a golden lap immediate. What? We were leaving the pit box. Okay. There's no world in which we don't go faster than a 113. Yeah, 110, 111. Yeah. All beans, guys. Fight for your right to party because you won the race. You gotta fight for it. All beans, I want to see golden laps. I want to see everything. I want to see the light in your eyes. Whatever that was, but that was something. And Loop, who takes the fastest lap, does not want to give up. He's less than a second away from his teammate, and he will attack at the first opportunity, smelling blood. But Bauer starts this final lap with half a second over his teammate. Who is gonna take this win? It is looking like Bauer has this under control so far. Are we gonna see a dive bomb in the last corner like Luke did in the previous lap? No, that's not gonna be enough, and it's Bauer taking the victory and a very solid option for this World Championship of 1972. Well, very well done to both of our drivers. That was quite a race. Carlos is in the hospital. One race before he's in racing shape again. Okay, at least we didn't bury our former driver. And yeah, Bauer taking a very strong option for this championship. There's 2 races to go. And he's got 21 points. It's not over, but it could be over as early as next race. However, should something happen to Bauer, then Moretti can no longer be champion. Even if he scores 2 victories and Bauer does not score anything, he cannot be champion. So these last 2 races will be a night shootout for the victory. And as for the championship, the gap in the standings, yeah, the team standings, it's ours. Okay, Golden tuned the engine, finished on the podium without using the highest push mode. Yeah, you damn right. Next up, Silverstone. So, Golden tuning the engine is actually very good here, very advised, as well as the chassis, and it's gonna be wet again. Thank you very much for being here today. I hope you had a good time. I sure did. And I'll be seeing you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.